Nintendo is the only company that could create such hype for a console only for all of it to be dissipated within like a day. Now, obviously, a lot of people are not very happy about the Nintendo Switch 2 prices. I mean, we do have that Mario Kart Direct. Who knows? Maybe they stuffed this game to the brim, right? And it's just like, you're gonna wanna buy this for 80 bucks. You wanna pay 70 bucks for an 8-year-old game because of a higher resolution? Well, you can do that if you want to. Now to me, that's crazy. Nintendo, you're crazy. Even with Mario Kart, I was trying to be like, okay, maybe, just maybe we can like kind of be like, this might be okay. I don't know what they're really thinking with this in particular. I get that the game looks good and there's the whole Zelda notes thing, and that's cool, but it's an 8-year-old game, and you're charging $10 more than its original price. This new Mario Kart is 80 bucks too, or Mario Jamper B, or some whatever. You know, like, you added some DLC and that's awesome, but how much was let's see how much the original price is, okay? As you can see here, Mario Party Jamboree, 60 bucks for the digital Nintendo Switch release. You're gonna pay essentially 20 more bucks for DLC and a better frame rate for an old game. That's ridiculous. If this was just 70 bucks, like kind of expensive, but you know, $10 maybe, just maybe for the DLC and for the frame rate. But you're charging 20 bucks, Nintendo, what are you doing? As you can see this comment on IGN, you know, which is the most reliable internet source I've checked. Nintendo better watch out with more competition. Steam OLED's very close in price with affordable games and free online. I love Nintendo, but I can just stick with vanilla Switch and legacy consoles. This may well be the first Nintendo console I don't buy. This has been echoed by many people. I'm not buying the Switch 2. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna wait until it goes on sale. You see, Bowser, they decided to hire the Mario villain and they thought it was a good idea. I don't know why, but they still did it. Awful idea, because now Bowser wants to destroy Nintendo. As we look at Nintendo Switch 2 and think about the feature sets I talked about, we believe the pricing is appropriate for the value of the machine. Now, in my personal opinion, the price of the console itself isn't a huge problem. A lot of people were expecting it to be 400 bucks, not 450, but still, with all the hardware upgrades, the price of the console itself is not really a crazy thing. But here's what Bowser said, that people are very like, why would you say that? And I'm also like, Nintendo, you could have just not said anything. Very better alternative.
Hold up.
Very better alternative.
We recognize that there are some people that may not be able to afford the Switch 2's price point. That's why we want to make the other Switch platforms available, so people still have an opportunity to come into our gaming universe, be a part of these characters in these worlds, and see value, if you will, in whatever rung of the platform they come in. You want people to buy your console successor, right? You do realize, like, the Switch 1 is not the best console ever, it's not the worst, but the hardware, you know, it really is starting to show with these new game releases. If you want people to buy your games, the main reason that you're still in business, like, your hardware has never really been the main price point for Nintendo, right? People have always liked their games. They had the opportunity to make this a really good release, and then slowly they are just doing the dumbest things ever. Like, if Mario Kart was 80 bucks, like, people would still be mad about that, but now you have this stuff where it's like, dude, why is this 80 bucks? Hopefully Nintendo can kind of dig themselves out of this ditch. Hopefully they can break the sequel curse, because obviously the 3DS didn't do very well and the Wii U didn't do well. Maybe the Switch 2 can be a successful sequel console for them. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, because it really does help me out to keep producing these videos. Drop a comment about what you think about these prices. For me, this was really the insane part, was these upgrade games costing like $1 billion bucks. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for stopping by.